Start with the side pass. That's nice, he's staying a bit straighter today. And you can see, even though I'm going to the right, I hold my hands over here to discourage his front end from going too fast. So I'm side passing to the right, I'm not steering him to the right. So my hands are over here to discourage that front end from going at this stage and trying to keep him straight. And I'm doing that instead of pulling his nose over here to discourage his front end going too fast. Because even at his stage, he already knows if I bring my hands over here and put that leg on, he should move his front end across. Side pass to the left. It's a little bit hard sometimes to get really great flexion with a hackamore or a bosal, because the draw comes from underneath their jaw, and sometimes they kind of get bent in a direction and you're trying to draw them the other way and they just kind of pull their chin in tighter rather than flex left and right, which is where a snaffle is very superior. But again, I'm not really trying to finish him in this. I'm just trying to give him a really good understanding before I go up to a snaffle. This side, like you said, he's kind of doing it with a reverse bend and it's more of a leg yield than a side pass, but again, he's only above, he's still working things out. I'd like him to bend around my leg and keep his shoulder out. He's kind of wanting to stiffen up and just turn in because he's a little stiffer on that side. Not a big deal, but something that we're going to work out as time goes on, when we can be a little bit more precise with a snaffle and a spur and kind of be a bit more insistent. But at this early stage, like, we kind of just want him trying and that's about it. But as you could imagine, for the horse, stepping sideways, although a natural movement, it's not as easy as just walking forward. The same as it is for us, we can step sideways, but it's easier to walk forward. So every now and again, we're asking him to step across and he'll get a little heavy. So this is our direct rein, direct bend, inside rein, inside leg. Move it over, becomes outside rein, outside leg. I got some bend to the inside and then I close that outside rein and leg to push his shoulder across and he steps it through. G'day, thank you so much for watching. If you could like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications bell, that would be awesome. Thank you. Cheers. So like last ride, we're going to try and put it all together. So we'll steer him in, frame him up a little bit at the same time. So it's like slow down, turn, soften. And the turn will obviously slow him down. There, his shoulder's underneath me. Although in his case, we're not too much worried about having to slow down because he's keeping pretty steady pace most of the time. We're just going to take that inside rein and then outside rein and leg. Push that shoulder back. That's it. So we're still holding it out to indicate, but we're really trying to transfer over to that outside rein and leg to do the actual steering part. nice. Oh. So way back early, I think it was his first ride. I think I said then, occasionally horses will hump up on the second or third ride, which he did. And then there's another point, somewhere in that 4 to 6 week mark, that they usually have another protest. And he's kind of ticked both those boxes. Like when I was starting horses for people professionally, I'd keep them for 8 weeks because there's a protest somewhere towards the front and there was somewhere towards the middle and towards the end of that 8 weeks sometimes where, but after that, if they'd been in, pretty solid work for 8 weeks, it didn't seem to occur again. Unless, the owners did the wrong thing and etc., as can happen. But it just seems to be a little bit of an evolution they go through. And because I've started so many horses have done it, I don't even see it as a big deal. It's just sometimes they can be super quiet on the first and then the novelty wears off and they're like, really? And then a little bit later, it's like, I'm getting a bit sick of it. And I'd like to call it a day. And it's like, well, no, this is your new life. And it usually doesn't amount to anything, provided you jump on it quick. And he kind of got slapped on the butt, had to go in a hurry, so. And maybe it's just a matter that I'm pretty nice to them, and at some point they want to check out, am I a pushover or am I just nice? It was sort of one of those days. Is he a pushover or is he just being nice? Well, this is a kind of a funny one because this is not my saddle. This is the owner of this horse. It's his saddle. And he's very tall, and so the stirrups are a little bit long for me because they don't go too short. And the seat's really big, so he's getting me a little loose when he's jumping around. But I'm still in the middle. This is kind of one of those crucial days though too, because he's asking that question about how serious I am, and like I said, are you just a nice guy or you pushover? So today there's going to be a little bit more volume of work as well. But not so much volume of work that, you know, he's got a reason to hate being ridden either. Like, I need to prove a point today to him that, you know, he does have to go when he's asked, and does have to do what he's told. But we're not going to pound him around for too long and give him a reason to hate it either. But it's also one of those days people can swing one way or the other. It's like, oh, well, he's been going great, he's getting upset, maybe he's just having a bad day, maybe I should hop off, maybe I should pat him and give him some more apples. And then other people will sort of go, you know, he's being a bit of a turd, maybe you should ride him for another 20 kilometers and show him who's boss. Neither approach is right. Like, I'm just taking him as he comes. It is a day where he needs to do a bit more, but not go crazy with that concept. But it's definitely not a day to back off and wait till he's in a better mood either. Whoa. And my philosophy on this sort of day is like, probably in your lifetime, the most you're going to have to work is 5 hours a week. And the rest of the time someone's going to care for you, love you, and make sure everything that you need's provided. So for 5 hours a week you can, you know, pony up and work a bit. And it's just one of those little moments we get to establish it. But we can also establish that we're a fair boss. You know, like we made our point, we're not going to keep going. Or as in, you put the effort in for me, I'll take your needs into consideration, sort of thing. Anyway, he did a good job overall, except for goofing around a little bit. And remember, go out, give your horse a rub, because he's doing the best he can with the human he got stuck with. And he's thinking today he got stuck with a demanding human. But horses are funny, they appreciate and look for leaders and respect, but at the same time consideration. So I've showed him that I'm not putting up with his crap, but I've also showed him consideration once he showed me some. And yeah, it'll only make the bond stronger and better long term. G'day everyone, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I'd just like to highlight some ways that you can support the channel a little bit more that are completely free. Like the video, subscribe, please leave a comment whether you like it or you don't like it. Either comment's welcome. And that just supports the YouTube algorithm and helps the channel grow, which enables me to make more videos, more contact, and help more people. If you do want to take it a step further, you can join on patreon.com, and that's $5 a month, which is, as we know, less than a cup of coffee nowadays. Thank you very much again, and keep watching. Cheers. Bye.